here we go. We are day 16 of the 1,000 Juggle Challenge. I continue to be doing 250 at a clip, and we're just going to see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. Okay, 4 sets of 250 in a row, 11 minutes, 43 seconds. Man, relatively dialed in today. That felt good. Yeah, gonna take a breath and then gonna recap. Okay, so day 16, 250 juggles in a row, 4 times, gives us 1,000. Not a bad day in the way of the juggling. Yesterday, France beat Morocco 2-0. I did not get to watch the first half. I got to watch the second. You know, unfortunately, France just seemed to be too much for Morocco, especially as I was watching the game. It just didn't ever look like they were going to come back from the deficit that they were at. Yeah, so that brings me to something that's really kind of important to me personally, because of the fact that I liked soccer going through, you know, my childhood and going through high school, but 1994 was really when I got passionate about it, and it started to take over my life over time. Basically, the thing that I am hoping will happen is that the casual soccer fan, the kid who used to play, the parent whose kid played for a while, who would be my dad, etc., that this World Cup becomes a catalyst for an interest in soccer that goes up a tick, maybe 2. And what can you do? What is it that you do if you're a general soccer fan who got enthused by the World Cup and you kind of are like, oh, I'd like to keep pushing this particular emotional button. Where can I go? Few different places. First of all, soccer is on TV more than it ever has been in the past. All right, you have the Premier League, which is off right now because the summer is their off season. You've also got the domestic league, MLS. You've got USL. There are all kinds of leagues that are available to you. And maybe, depending on where you live, there's a local team, all right? Now, I think that there has to be some unification going on and everything like that. The USL, MLS, all of that stuff, there's a little bit too much a Wild West feel at times with the American soccer product. But as an American who's just all of a sudden gained an interest in soccer, you have unlimited almost possibilities for where you can pay attention to soccer. All right, now I support a English team in the 3rd division. All right, get that again, a third division English soccer team. Now, when I started paying attention to them, all I could do was read recaps of games back in 2003, 2004, et cetera, online. Didn't ever get to watch them on TV unless they were playing in the FA Cup against somebody really big. But now, with their streaming service, I watch them basically every single Saturday, sometimes during the weeks as well, depending on what my schedule has going on. So my suggestion would be pick a team, all right? Go random, any league, all right? Obviously, I'm preferential towards the English system, but you want to go to Spain, you want to go to Portugal, you want to go to France, Italy, whatever makes you happy, all right? I have ancestors that were Polish, so, you know, you want to pay attention to Wisła Kraków, that's completely fine to me, all right? But what you want to do then is choose a team, all right? Get a league and then choose a team. Now, again, I have personal preferences here. I wouldn't go for Man City or Chelsea or Arsenal or Manchester United. Those teams, everybody's a Manchester United fan. Everybody's a Chelsea fan. Like, you're a brand new soccer person. All you're saying at that point is basically, hey, I want to be associated with a winner. Understand, completely get it. But the thing is then what you are always chasing is a championship. And for the most part, Man City, Arsenal to a certain extent, Manchester United to a certain extent, it's either championship or you're a failure. And while that's, you know, fine for some people, I think there's a lot more interest to be had in a lower tier, possibly, you know, in the Premiership, but a, you know, second or third tier type team, you know, whether you're paying attention to an Everton or you're paying attention to a Fulham, like I have a tendency to do, or you go down to the lower leagues, all right? Go down another level into the Championship, all right? And that's where you're picking up, you know, whomever you want. Millwall, although I've heard some, you know, iffy things, et cetera, whomever it is that you choose. Or go even farther, do the Wrexham, all right? Not Wrexham themselves, because they're in the Championship right now, but go down to where I've spent, you know, a good majority of my fandom, in the third tier, all right? Peterborough United. I love the club, don't always love the results, but love the club. I've paid attention to them for over 20 years now, and I'm not a club celebrity or anything like that, but, you know, I know all of the inner workings of what's going on. You know, it's not this grandiose thing where there's multi-billions of dollars and we've got this owner who is, you know, a sheik or you know, a billionaire or anything like that. We're doing the real thing. You know, we live and die by our academy and the small growth that we make every single year. So as you are getting excited about the World Cup and maybe you're looking for a place to put that emotional feeling towards soccer, now that the World Cup is over for the US and it will be over completely in about a week, maybe it's time to pick a team. All right, go out there, get some touches on the ball if you're a youngster, watch some soccer if you're an older person, and have a great day, people. Up the POSH.